Zeratul, old friend. I have the keystone you believed would lead to our salvation. And yet, faith alone will not defeat Amon. The Nerazim of Shakuras ritually sever their connection to the Kala. Because of this, they are now the last free Protoss. I must reach them before Amon's armies.
Shakuras is overrun. Loss of life is extensive. Hold. We are receiving a transmission.
Praise the gods. Artanis, you live.
Matriarch Vorazun, what has happened here?
Shakuras has fallen. The warp gate linking this world to Ire has been reopened. Countless hybrid and Zerg pour from the other side. They've obliterated our cities, decimated our Shadow Guard. We are trying to evacuate the remaining population, but I am uncertain whether we can hold long enough to get them safely away.
We will give you the time you need, Matriarch. My Templar are inbound.
My Dark Templar were tracking your invasion on Ire when we were cut off. Then the warp gate opened. What happened, Artanis?
Amon used the Kala to seize control of the Templar. I could feel his rage tearing through me, and I was powerless against it. Zeratul found me. It was there that he...
Yes?
He tried to free me. And he succeeded, at the cost of his own life. He fell by my hand.
It was Amon's deed, not yours.
Zeratul came to me with a warning, but I did not act. Because of this, he is now gone, and the stars burn dimmer for his loss. Amon's deed or not, I carry a burden, Matriarch. One that cannot be easily lifted.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver.
First you consort with those Terrans, and now the Fallen Ones? It is heresy. You must know this.
The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
I've been trying to isolate the major population centers in need of evacuation. The Zerg signatures far outnumber those of the Protoss, but most of the survivors seem to have gathered within Talametros.
There must be Nerazim phase-smiths you know among them. Those who stayed behind.
I am not seeing any Protoss life signs from within the engineering base, Hierarch.
Then they have met their fate.
Or perhaps they fought their way to safety. The Dark Templar do not follow our caste system. Some of their faithsmiths are trained warriors, skilled as any of ours.
That does give them an advantage I had not realized. But then, our people are very different.
Of course, Hierarch. Such an incredible device. I wonder what further mysteries could hide within.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Talametros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch. Shakuras teams with Amon's Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Telemetros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar.
I am but a phantom.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
You seek our service. From the shadows,
My life for hire!
I have returned.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
From the shadows, I come. 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 What would you ask of us? From the shadows, I come. From the shadows, I come. From the shadows, I come. I am intrigued. The darkness rides. I will comply. You seek our service.
These vaults hold the solarite reserves that power Telemetros. You may claim them with our blessing, Hierarch.
Clever. I will comply. I am intrigued by the void. I am but a friend.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
Matriarch Vorazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
Clever. By the void. Cartoon. I will comply. From the shadows I come. From the shadows I come. Clever. From the shadows I come. Cartoon. I bask. Battle is upon us. I have returned. What would you ask of us? I have returned. I have returned.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships. Second Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
Enoch. Awaiting instructions.
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
Confirmed. You seek our service. I am intrigued. Clever. By the void. Cartoon. I will comply. I am but a phantom. I am the blade of the Nerazim. I am intrigued. I will comply. By the void. I am intrigued. Got to. I will comply. I am the blade of Nerazim. By the void. I am intrigued. Got to. Clever. I am but a phantom. Engaging flow. upon us. I bask in the twilight. The darkness rides. I am intrigued. There are sorts. Initiating. You seek our service. I the void. I am but a phantom. I am the blade of the Nerazim. I am intrigued.
We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Cartoon. There are sorts. Engaging foe. Initiating. I am intrigued. I will comply. Clever. By the void. Cartoon.
We are recovering the last Solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
I am but a phantom. Clever.
Another thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
That should buy the conduit more time.
Enoch. I am intrigued. I will comply. Clever. I am but a phantom. Engaging foe. Commencing. Jakun Enoch. I am intrigued. Cartoon. I am the blade of the Nerazim. Clever. By the void. Cartoon. Input command. Confirmed. Jakul Enoch. I will comply. I am but a phantom. Battle is upon us. I will comply. Cartoon. I am the blade of the I will comply. By the void. I am intrigued. Clever. Cartoon. I am but a phantom. I am the blade of the Nerazim. I will comply. Nerazim. By the void, I will comply.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it. Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon's Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ayer.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ayer. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.
The Dark Templar are heretics, exiles. We must be on our guard. Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Vengeance for ire. Khatum.
Ah, good. Hierarch. The solar core awaits.
What have you discovered about the Keystone, Phase Smith?
Only that my skills may be inadequate to assess it.
Explain.
Imagine the Terrans obtained one of our fabrication matrices. Could their scientists ever understand its engineering? The task set before me is of a similar scale. The Cell Naga were beings beyond our understanding.
Keep working, Karax. I have faith in you.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present, and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun.